Oven Podcast. Your table is ready. You can follow me.
You gotta figure out a good way to. Yo, next thing we invent, a little snooch right here. Put this right here. Oh my God, we're so money. Someone invented that already. I don't think so. We don't have it.
Have you ever like pursued an invention before?
Have you ever pursued an invention before? God, I've had so many fucking inventions, man, that come to mind. But have I ever pursued it? I mean, other than the pot butter one, no, not really.
You invented pot
And
pot
butter. And got booted from I can't believe this pot butter real quick.
It's funny. I've only I guess if you want to say pursued one invention before, and I was like 19, 20 years old at the time.
This is gonna be bad.
And I was working with my dad, and every day for like 3 days driving home, I'm like, I haven't seen anything online for this. I haven't seen anything online. I'm like, I think this is our chance. We're getting out. You know, we're fucking making it. I'm like getting all excited. It was for a cap to a can.
Okay.
Because, you know, obviously the biggest beef with a can is you knock it over. Your whole drink is gone.
Yeah.
So I'm like, this is it. We made it. I was looking for days and days and looking at pans. I couldn't find it. I was going to, when you opened it, on the other side, there was going to be a flap. So when you turned the thing, the flap would also turn and cover the hole on the inside of the can.
Okay.
I thought,
So have you looked it up?
if you let me finish my story. So I did look it up at the time, and just, you know, a very anticlimactic story. I looked it up day 4, and that was the first day. After hours and hours of searching, I was like, someone literally got that patent like a year before I thought of it.
I feel like whenever I think of something that I think's new, but then if I'm putting it into, if I'm typing it into an ad like a www.
You love WWW.
I love www. If I'm typing it on the internet, like I immediately think if I don't do it, someone's gonna see that and they're gonna take it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Someone's like watching me like type that in and be like,
well, the government's always watching. FBI is always watching. Every note you hit on the computer, they know.
but if they're like, yo, that's actually pretty fucking good. I'm coming in. I'm taking that. I'm swooping in.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, if you had access to that information, you're taking that idea.
So I don't know if this would be an invention, but this is something that, you know, the Department of Traffic should probably take over. I was driving on the Southern State again today, and I saw another tractor trailer underneath the overpass.
Well, you know, like the whole Parkway Expressway situation is not really like a thing anywhere other than New York.
Other than here. But so like, you know, like when you're driving through, like you're going to the drive-thru, you're going to Burger King. Burger King has like that big sign that comes up and over that says, if you're this tall, don't come through.
So you think that should be on every entrance to the highway?
Why not?
It's only on some. No, I would have to agree.
Is it on some?
It's on some.
I've never seen it, so I didn't invent it.
Actually, so like you'll go some highways. I know when I drive upstate, when I'm on like 64,
Fuck 64.
whatever it was. I think it's 64, and there's a flashing sign at night that says no trucks, no trucks, no trucks, no trucks for when you're going left.
No trucks.
For those of you just catching on, this is a mini oven episode. It's something that we're gonna do now. Franco, you know, can't get enough of me, so no guest. We're just gonna shoot the shit and see where this goes.
That's it. Nice little mini oven. First one of the year. This is in between, you know, first and second season. We got one more episode to film. We got some big stuff coming for you as a season finale. So hold on.
Big season finale.
Big. So, hey, day after Halloween, November 1st. Immediately, all the stores, literally every store. I went into Kohl's. Actually, I went into Kohl's on Friday. Already Christmas. I went into Target.
You got to talk into your mic when you're talking to me.
We're new to this. I went into Target. All Christmas already.
Oh yeah, so that meme of that girl on Instagram, she's outside of fucking Macy's in the city yesterday on Halloween, and they had the bows on it already.
Nuts. It's so like, and yesterday was so weird to me. I was actually at home. I was like with the family. My mom was going crazy. She dressed up Obi as she was a parrot, and Obi was
He was Jimmy Buffett.
Yeah, Jimmy Buffett.
Yeah, that was
ridiculous.
Rip,
Dude, no trick or treaters.
No,
Like none. My mom had 5 bags of candy.
well, we live on Long Island. The
Dude.
trick-or-treaters don't want a fucking fentanyl overdose on their fucking candy.
If you remember back in the day, like in Levittown, it was like you had to keep your head on a swivel, dude.
Oh yeah.
If you weren't getting hit with like an egg or getting shaving creamed, or
In your eye?
someone jumping out of like the moon roof with a fire extinguisher. I've been fire extinguished twice on Halloween.
Wow.
Like, do you know fire extinguisher? Yo,
I didn't even know that was a thing until you said that.
twice, right in front of Slate Lane. Actually, that was probably the worst thing. Like getting hit with an egg, fine. Shaving cream.
Is it the hard-boiled eggs that hurt?
I'm sure. Well, really, any egg hurts. But
Really?
it's like paintballs, bro. It's like going paintball in the sump over here.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, there really were no trick-or-treaters. I was playing dad yesterday with my niece and nephews.
Did you go out there?
Yeah, we went trick-or-treating, and we did a whole block, both sides. And while we were doing that, we saw one other family, which is crazy.
What time was this at?
This was around 5 o'clock.
No kids out.
No, I get it. Some parents aren't home, but times have changed. And then, it's weird, too. Like, you see the block you grew up on, because they live on the block that I grew up on. Obviously, you know that. But, that block was packed with kids.
Always.
And now, like, there's nobody. It's weird. It's very weird. And so my sister had to work yesterday. That's why I was on uncle duty. So it's me, my niece, Rosalie, who's 10.
Who's incredible, by the way.
She's brilliant. She's brilliant. We're trying to get her on the show, and my sister fucking won't let us. She thinks I'm going to, make her say something stupid. So we're working on that. But I promise you, when we do bring Rosalie on, she's going to be a great fucking episode. Actually, she was my Valentine this past Valentine's Day, and I had better conversation with her at Riella's in Levittown than I did with most of my Bumble and Hinge dates. I will tell you right now, she is deep. It's funny. So I got the tattoo on my arm. I got the Italian horn on my arm. And she looks at me mid dinner, and she's like, because my tattoo was fairly new at that time. And she's like, I see that on your wrist. She's like, I think you should have got the cherry pepper that Papa has in his truck. I was like, Rosie, that is the cherry pepper.
The cherry pepper. Wait, what are you talking about? The horn?
The Italian horn.
Oh my God.
He's got the red one hanging on the rear view mirror.
She is like so different, like growing up than so Mario has another like a little sister who's how old is Phyllis now? She 19, 20?
She's 19.
So like she grew up with us, basically being teenagers. And Rosalie, the same kind of thing with Phyllis being a teenager. But like Phyllis was so ridiculous when she was little.
Yeah, we molded Phyllis's vocabulary into funny shit for us to listen to.
Literally.
Whereas like Rosalie says something and you're like, are you 10 or 30?
You're like, what the fuck did you just say to me?
Oh my God.
I remember like 10 years ago, man, we were taking Phyllis and the two the twins on the block.
Yeah, Ricky and Ryan.
Ricky and Ryan. We were taking them trick-or-treating. And I didn't come dressed. And Asunta, leans in, gives me a hug, hello. And she turns around and she goes, isn't it funny? Like, thank God Franco came as a bottle of cologne this year. And, that's something that's always stuck with me, man.
Damn, that hit hard.
That hit hard. Like, that literally hit home, dude. Like, and I'm telling you, since then, like, I've been like 3 spritzes. Like, one on the wrist, one on the neck, one walk right through.
Wow, so she shaped the way you
Bro. Like, I'm 31 years old. I've been doing this now for 10, 15 years because Sunta came in and just bodied me real quick.
Wow. So she's not a big talker, but when she says some stuff that hits deep.
Well, yeah, because she means it.
When you when you put your cologne on, do you rub it?
No, I just
spray.
Like I said, move this. Like I said, spray once, spray, walk right through.
No rub at all. No. Listen.
Wait, do I need to rub it?
No. Oh, wrong.
So tell me.
Okay.
How do we do it?
He's stealing my story now. Go ahead.
No, I want to hear him first.
Go.
He took a long drive out here. Let him explain himself.
Never put it on the clothes. Rule number 1.
Yeah, cologne is a waste in the clothes. I was going to say that. I agree.
You're not supposed to rub it either.
Well, that's what I was getting to. So, it's not Axe. You don't put it on your clothes. Cologne is for the skin. And so I was last years old when I found out I got bodied by the woman in Macy's. She's like, oh my God, no, don't. You don't rub it on your wrist when you put it on. It changes the way the smell interacts with your skin and it's not going to smell the way it's supposed to. I was like, fuck. So now I'm just one on the left side, one in the middle, one on the other side, one on the wrist, and I'm out. That's it.
So I don't spray it on my clothes. Just
Nah, he sprays in the
I
air.
spray- no, I
he likes the waste one spray.
yeah. Fuck the air. No, I spray once on my wrist, no clothes. Once on my neck, no clothes, and then once, yes, all over my fucking clothes. So that third one is just like you said, a waste. But
So back to pumpkins and back to Halloween. I was playing uncle.
you're still going with it?
Yeah, so she's 10. My nephew, who has autism, is 9, and my other nephew, he's the crazy one. He is literally my brother. I mean, you know Ralphie. He was a disaster when we were children, and my nephew is him reincarnated. And so I'm holding his hand the entire time. Literally, if anyone looks his way, Happy Halloween, trick or treat, like that's
he
it
loves
the whole
it. He
time.
loves it.
Yeah, he's all about it. And then I got my nephew. You know, he's very moody. You know, that's kind of how he is. And we get to one house, and he just makes his way in. Just helps himself to just walk in the house and hang out with the family instead of just grabbing from the bucket of candy. And so I had to deal with some breaking and entering. I had to deal with a crazy kid. Then I got my niece telling me she wants to go home. Then we go home, and she's like, "Oh my God, I wish we could have trick or treated longer." Like, Rosie, I love you, but make up your mind.
Dude, I would love to be a fly on the wall just to see all this happen to you.
No, I don't handle children well. I love children. I want a family of my own, but
How many kids?
I like discipline. I like order. And when they don't listen, it drives me fucking crazy.
How many kids?
I would
do-
love
I
to
do-
just
I do.
have, I mean, I know Emma's going to get pissed off at me when I say this, but I would love just one fucking prince. That's it. He will be my prince. He will get everything he wants. His name will be Raphael. And yeah. So that's what I want. And
I don't mean to interrupt you, but if you have a child, 1,000% female.
I wouldn't sleep. I wouldn't sleep for 40 fucking years. Think about it. We know exactly how men think. We know exactly what they're thinking. We know exactly where their eyes are going, exactly what they want to do to your daughter. I would have a panic attack every fucking day. Think of the dirtiest fucking thing you've ever done to a woman. And now imagine, like, your daughter, obviously, you don't want to picture your daughter in that situation, but if she meets a guy like you, she's getting a thumb in her ass and he's spitting in her mouth. You know what I mean? Like, that's so bad. That is so bad. And I know you've done that before. And now, like, if you have a daughter,
Don't say a guy like you while you're sitting right next to me, okay? In a pink hoodie.
yeah, so I was wearing a black hoodie before. Franco looks at me. He's like, "Bro, didn't we just talk about yesterday that we have to wear light shirts because the background's going to be black?" And I was like, "You're right." So the reason why my sweatshirt is wrinkly is because this is the first light one I found.
And what's that beanie doing for the top of your head?
I personally just think I look cute with the little hair in the front, the little hair I got left in the front, just hanging out.
Like, at least JP's is covering his ears.
He just gave me the A-okay. Like, yeah, you look good, bro. Rock it. That's what he just said to me.
Speaking of JP, I was actually over by Rideways Productions today for my normal job. And man, first off, it was fucking freezing out there today. But Belterre is have you ever been to Belterre?
I don't think so.
Just don't. It's like it's a really beautiful town, but it's something else, man. Like, the only thing good about Belterre is that it's 10 minutes from the best deli on Long Island.
Seaport.
100%. He's over here saying,
I don't know, man.
where would you go? Where?
So I think I'm a little boring when it comes to Seaport because I don't know, like, it's like some of the sandwiches that people are crazy about, either that one has like a dressing I don't like, or there's too much dressing on it, or why does that have bacon, or why is that fried chicken? You know what I mean? So I always end up getting the fucking I got reflux. You know I got reflux, and you got reflux too. I can't deal with that shit. I get the fucking, I think it's the Ward Melville. It's your turkey, your cheese, your honey mustard, your lettuce, your tomato, whatever the fuck, and that's what I get. If I want a nice sandwich, I'm telling you where I'm going right now. I'm going to Salpino. Salpino all the way.
Keep saying Salpino.
And Salpino's down the fucking block from me. Salpino's the way to go. I get the Supreme with the balsamic glaze. You know, I'm you know me, I'm big on fucking deli. Anything
anything
with
deli.
nitrates, I'm all in.
You actually hit it right on the head, man, with the too much meat. I had that happen to me. I saw the last 3 days in a row.
You took too much meat 2 days in a row.
No, this morning, 9 a.m. Too much fucking meat. We went to Seaport again. First 2 days were great. The Queen's amazing. The Gasm all time. And now this morning, I was like, let me try something that I've never had before. I went to Stony Brook, so I've been to Seaport so many fucking times. But I went with the Long Island platter. First off, no idea Seaport even made fries or onion rings. I just thought platter. I was like, home fries or some shit like that. It was a grilled cheese sandwich with their chicken bacon or their honey mustard chicken salad. Bro,
You got to talk into the mic when you're talking to me.
I'm telling you, man. I open up. First off, the tray itself, 8 pounds, easily 8 pounds. I pick up the sandwich and I look at my coworker. I'm like, bro, if I would have wanted a pound of chicken salad, I would have ordered a fucking pound of chicken salad. It was like the sandwich looked like this.
See, but then you can't even enjoy the sandwich.
That's what I'm saying.
I appreciate the healthy serving.
Yeah.
But I gotta be able to eat the sandwich. That would annoy me too. I feel you on that.
But they're actually Travis Jankowski playing in the World Series tonight. Actually, had a great game last night. So he's been in on all the papers today, like front page of Newsday for the sports section, which is awesome. Which was in Seaport today.
And for any of you who don't know, I mean, Franco played alongside Travis Jankowski at Stony Brook.
So so Seaport is known for naming sandwiches after famous guys from Stony Brook, from the surrounding area. They have the the Victor Ochi, who's the man from Stony Brook football team. They have the Steven Matz. They have one named after Jacob deGrom. So I went up there today and I was like, man, you got to name a sandwich after this kid, bro. He's playing in the World Series. DeGrom's on the team also, which is great. And
what do they call it? The Freddy?
They're gonna call it the Fred.
Wow.
All Fred said is he goes, it just has to have ranch on it. I was like, bro, that's so easy.
Oh, I mean, and you give the owner or the chef so much room to make something crazy. If that's your only requirement, ranch. I mean, possibilities are endless.
Just let them go off. They have the Stephen K in there.
Yeah.
There's a bunch of really cool sandwiches, man.
I mean, what does a kid got to do? He beats LSU to get to the College World Series. He throws 3 no-hitters in college. How does Franco get his own fucking sandwich over there? The kid basically ran to Stony Brook.
Man, my own sandwich. What would I put on my own sandwich? That's a really good, man, on the spot. Roast beef. Roast beef for sure.
Oh, my God.
Not like mooing roast beef. I like the roast beef that's been cooked a little bit.
We use roast beef to explain pussy that we don't like, and that's your first meat that you're throwing on a fucking
pussy you don't like? You use roast beef?
Yeah. Wait, if you are happy with the way things look,
I like roast beef, bro. I don't know what you want me to tell you.
All right. Listen, I always take a little too far.
I'm trying to make my sandwich here and not think about pussy. I'm trying to make a roast beef sandwich with some chipotle aioli somewhere on there.
All right, make your fucking sandwich. I'm done. That was rude of me. You should not talk about disgusting things when someone's talking about food they like. So I apologize for that.
No, you're right. So I'll start again. Roast beef, not well done, but cooked a little bit. I want the end of it. I don't want the middle of the roast beef. Then I would go blackened turkey, lettuce, tomato, banana peppers, chipotle aioli, bang, toasted garlic hero.
I gotta say, so I'll give you my sandwich, and then I'll let you know another place that I like, and they just really let me down yesterday. But I mean, I'm boring. I'm gonna do prosciutto. You could give me prosciutto on shit, and I will love the shit. So I'll do prosciutto. I'll do the hot super sod, the hot gabagool, and I'll do roasted red peppers. I'll do the fresh mutts and the balsamic glaze, maybe a little hot honey on there too. Oh. And that's really all I need. Really all I need.
I'm gonna add hot honey. Yeah.
So listen, Uncle Giuseppe's makes a good fucking sandwich too, but every time I go to the one in East Meadow, they work in slow motion over there. And yesterday I was too hungry. I was too cranky. I was like, they had the pre-made sandwiches, but it's never as good as the one they make for you right there. So I made myself a fucking platter.
Oh man, you made your own platter.
What a
Sezzi's?
fucking terrible decision that was. I put 2 pieces of chicken parm on there. I put 2 meatballs and a fucking scoop of olives. I go to the lady to ring it up, and she's like, $21.76. I'm like, what the fuck? I wanted to tell her to keep it. $21 for 2 pieces of chicken and 2 meatballs and a few olives.
Why the meatballs?
I'm just going for
You just came at me for roast beef, and you're gonna put chicken cutlets, meatballs, and olives on one sandwich.
Oh, because I was trying to go low carb yesterday, and I really wanted something on the side of the meat. So then I just threw olives in there because the rest was like pasta salad, potato salad, whatever the fuck they had. But
I gotta go take a trip to Uncle Giuseppe's and see what I can make, because that is fucking embarrassing.
I wanted to tell the girl to keep the tray.
But well, first off, you can't be rude to her because you fucked up.
I didn't think that was gonna be $21.
So she also doesn't make the prices. But so that's that. Don't ever be rude to someone or that's
I
bringing you
said
up.
thank you. I said have a great day. I did not.
But
I wanted to say
but the thought was there.
keep it. I wanted to tell her to keep it.
You're getting hard because we're on camera. Man, I've been crushing these coffees from Starbucks.
You're obsessed with Starbucks lately. Unpopular opinion.
Let's hear it.
Starbucks is number 3. You got 7-Eleven coffee, Dunkin' Donuts coffee, Starbucks number 3.
All right. Well,
I don't care. Make your faces behind the camera. Can you pass me water, please? I am dying over here. Please. You can throw it. We don't even have to cut this. This is natural now.
Mike's.
so if I'm not
JP,
going,
why? What's your 1, 2, 3?
Well, Dunkin' Donuts is not on it at all because that's disgusting. Drink your coffee black and then let me know I'm good at this.
Well, no, number.
my shit's gotta be iced, bro.
Number.
Or that.
My shit has to be iced. Hot coffee is no bueno.
So I was counting those as the 3. But Dunkin' is still better than Starbucks. I don't know. But yeah, no, this is crazy. It's 44 degrees right now. This kid's having an iced coffee. I just had my hot coffee. Also, too, like you guys said, black. If you don't like black coffee, I hate to break it to you, you don't like coffee. Stop drinking it. You like milk. You like sweetener. You like sugar. You like half and half. You don't like coffee. If you can't drink it black, stop drinking it. Drink tea.
It's fucking bean juice, bro. Relax.
If you can't drink your coffee black, you don't like coffee.
I like this is a shaken espresso with almond milk. Because I'm a motherfucker.
No, but that doesn't mean you don't like black coffee. You might like black coffee, but prefer the almond milk.
No, I don't like black coffee.
Stop drinking coffee, bro.
What would you drink instead?
Water. Drink water.
Well, yeah, I mean, I drink a lot of water, but I tried like green tea.
Oh, we talked about this.
Dude, green tea with nothing in my stomach. Oh my God, I was never more nauseous.
No, it's just scary nauseous too, because like it's not just one of those nauseas like where my stomach's upset. You feel like you're ready to throw up at any moment.
I'm sitting there driving like, bro, this is the fucking day.
You get the sweats a little bit.
Man,
Yeah.
it was not. I really like green tea, but it like scarred me.
I have to eat breakfast first, and then it's safe to drink green tea without the nausea for sure.
So it's pumpkin spice season, right? I just went to Starbucks today. They're rolling in the Christmas. They have they have a caramel creme brulee. Stop. It comes out tomorrow.
I thought creme brulee kind of went with caramel. I thought that was just a thing. You have to say caramel when they say creme brulee. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
I just assumed that caramel was part of it. I thought the caramel sugar on top was what made it the creme brulee.
I think he's right.
Who?
I think the cooking of the caramel is what makes it. Yeah, right.
That's how you get that crust on top. I was on a creme brulee kick for a while, and I'm over it.
You're just talking about it.
So this is the last time I'm bringing up the kids. Quick,
Bring them up.
How many kids do you want?
Ideally, like a boy and a girl.
A boy and a girl. After we just said you still want a girl.
Yeah, why not?
I don't know. That's a lot for me to take in. But I'll tell you what, I decided yesterday I'm not telling my kids about holidays. I always joked about it, but if you don't tell them that the holiday exists, then there's nothing to celebrate. You don't have to put candy out. You don't have to get on the roof and decorate. Nothing. Just tell them that we don't do that.
Yeah. So you'd be a Jehovah's Witness.
I might
nothing wrong with that, but
I might convert.
really,
Nah. Yes, recently confirmed. I am a Roman Catholic. Shout out to Jesus.
I was his sponsor.
Franco was my sponsor. I'm not kidding. So I feel awful about saying this, and like I don't know. We probably got to go to confession after I tell this story.
I'm not going to confession.
But
Continue.
Franco fucking so there were a handful of dates that this motherfucker had to make when I was making confirmation. They were practice dates and just special dates for the sponsor to be there with. What was I, a participant? I forget.
Special dates. Are you fucking kidding me?
Special dates. They're my dates. You don't get to decide if they're special or not. I decide and Jesus decides.
Real quick. So when I made my confirmation, when I like back in the day when I was supposed to, like I only had my sponsor only had to come to the mass one time. So let alone the 5 classes that I had to go, 5 masses I had to go to before his actual confirmation.
He missed one of them.
Yeah, God forbid. I was 4 for 5. I was 800.
I don't ask for much. I went all the way to Australia for this kid to watch him play baseball, and he can't even make it to fucking Belmore for my sponsorship masses.
8 a.m. kid, not easy. But the confirmation itself was the night before Easter. What they call it? The Easter Vigil?
What was it? 3 hours and 20 minutes?
3 hours and 20 minutes. I'm sitting. I didn't eat before the mass. I'm sitting there like, they're telling me another story?
Yeah.
And I'm standing there, my hand was sweating on Mario's shoulder.
I felt the heat off his hand. When
I'm literally standing there like, please, Jesus Christ, move this along because I am dying up here. It was that was such a crazy experience, man. You got Ralphie sitting right next to us.
Yes, my brother was getting married. He wanted to get married in the church. So when he decided that he was going to go back and get his confirmation, it was something I was thinking about myself, regardless of marriage, for a while. And I said, what better way to do it than go through the process with my brother? So it was really good and it was really powerful. And, I joke about it. And I don't mean to make fun of religion. I am a religious person. How religious, that's up for me to decide. And that's up to what I want to believe and practice. I am one of those people that believe that, your relationship with God is between you and God. And sometimes, other people's beliefs or how some people think you're supposed to practice, that's up to them. But besides the point, let's get back to the funny story.
That was good.
You like that? So
that's the deep part of
yeah. There's two extremes with me. It's either fucking deep or it's raunchy with me, or raunchy and ridiculous on the same side of the spectrum. But this kid sits down to me. I can smell the alcohol coming off this kid from the night before. He sits down. Okay.
Which mass was this?
I don't even remember which one it was. It was one of the ones where you just had to be there.
Okay.
And he comes 10 minutes late. He sits down.
Oh, dude, I know.
And he looks at me and he goes, bro, my bowl is still in my sweater pocket. I'm like, Jesus fucking Christ. Packed. Oh, the bowl was packed in his pocket. He's like, I'll be right back. I see him exit the side of the church. He goes and puts it in his car.
I sprinted, bro. I sprinted to my car.
And I know AC and Lori are not going to be happy about this because your aunt and your mom are beautiful women.
They're sitting there watching Mass right now in my house.
So that happened, and I still can't look at him the same for that, but
bro, that was you have those moments when like your heart sinks to your nuts. This is one of those moments. Like my heart was in my toes. I was like, what the hell is this? Like I pulled it out and I was like, oh my God. I thought we were getting kicked out for that. I thought at least I was.
There were points where I thought I was going to need another fucking sponsor. I really did. I was like, if Franco's late today, or if he misses this, or I texted him, he didn't answer yet. I'm fucking, is this kid coming? I'm like that kid. You know when Jingle All the Way, when the kid is at his karate event and he's looking at the gym doors, waiting for his dad to show up? That was me every fucking day at church, waiting for Franco to show up. The same way after I flew 21 hours to Australia and fucking 20 hours back to go see this motherfucker play baseball all the way in Australia, and I had one fucking grappling meet after that. One grappling meet. That's all I had. And I don't ask for much. I don't ask for much. And this guy tells me he is coming. And I'm not going to lie. I lost a lot of weight for this grappling match. I lost 26 pounds in like 2 fucking months.
You had that dog in him.
I had that dog in me. I was getting decent. And of course, what happens? There's one fucking kid in my weight class. And I'm 5'10", 180 pounds. And this kid is 6'2", 180 pounds. And he had the fucking washboard abs. He had the height. And I'm like, this is going to be a long fucking day. And what happens? He has me in a choke within 10 seconds of the first match. I'm not even kidding you. And I just remember thinking to myself, I thought to myself, I said, you did not practice this fucking long. There's no punching in a grappling match. It's not even like I like had a duck and like block a punch and then he got me into a choke. No, he just got me into a choke in 10 seconds and I'm like losing air and it's starting to go black for a second and I'm like, you did not train this long to tap in 10 seconds. And I don't know what I did. I battled out. I got out and I probably lost like 15-1 maybe, but at least I didn't get fucking choked out in 10 minutes.
No,
okay.
You just got tech.
And then what happens is I get done. I'm sweating. I just battled for my life in there. And I look at the gym doors and Franco's still not fucking there. Okay. So he ruined my mood before as if it wasn't already. I felt like Rocky and he was Drago, that guy. Okay. Wherever he is, he was a good sport, but Franco never showed up. It was in Babylon, 20 minutes away, 40 hours on a plane. I was there and back to Australia.
You act like you didn't have a good time.
In Australia, had a great time. Had a great fucking time. But it still hurts.
Remember driving over there?
Oh,
Man.
yeah.
What song did we get from the radio?
So we were in a taxi in Sydney, and all of a sudden, we just hear on the radio, whack, 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 whack. And we look at each other and we're like, what the fuck is this song? And we're like, this is terrible. And then we come back to New York and everyone's like, oh my God, this song is great. And we're like, oh, I guess the song's awesome. Let's sing it. But yeah, so that was work. And driving on the opposite side of the road, that was a lot, especially because this was still in the point in Franco's life where he drove like an asshole. So now he drove like an asshole just on the opposite side of the road. So it was that much more I had to deal with. There were a few times where like the American road versus the Australian road in your mind, you forget about it for a second. Dude. And I literally at one point, I just, Franco, I thought he was making a left the wrong way. So,
but then you make me think about it. I'm like, fuck.
Yeah.
Dude, there was no jokes. Like some nights, like I would like be leaving my buddy's house late. No one's on the road. I would sit there until someone's driving, so I knew which way to turn. Like I knew I had to go right, but I didn't know what side of the road to go on.
Yeah.
So I'd be like, holy hell! I'd sit there and just wait. And my phone, my phone in Australia, they gave me like a BlackBerry. Like Blackberries didn't even like work over here anymore. When I would lose directions, I would just keep driving until like I would get my service back.
That would terrify me, bro. In a new fucking country, just like you're just driving with no GPS.
Bro, I had 2 cars like basically blow up in the span of like a week and a half.
Yeah, when I got there, you were driving that fucking like 04 Kia Santa Fe.
Yo, no, it was a Hyundai Santa Fe. Yeah, you're right. Hyundai. So that thing, oh man, we were on the highway. Well, I was on the highway, and I thought like when I bought it from the guy, like my team got it for me. I thought it like came fucking ready to go. There was no sticker on the fucking like windshield to tell me when to get like an oil change, nothing like that. I had the car.
Oh, your engine blew,
bro. There was smoke pouring into the actual car itself. And
you sure that wasn't your joint?
I was on the way to the game, bro. I had to jump out of that car, and I had no service on my phone. I had to walk down the highway until I got service to fucking call somebody and try to explain to them where the hell I am in Australia.
I'm really struggling with this mic right now. I found a good spot for it, and now I lost a good spot for it, and then here I am. Damn, sorry about that.
You're new to this.
I am. This is my first time with a legit mic like this. A table mic. I've worked with a legit mic before, but table mic like this, we were just joking around before. I literally feel like Michael K of the Yes Network right now.
I love Michael K, man.
I didn't watch the fight, but, Tyson Fury defeated Francis Ngannou by split decision. And I'm going to hand it over to you because I know you're a big sports guy, but I want to say one thing before I do hand it over to you. This is another bad day for boxing. How many times is somebody else from a different sport going to come into your ring and, you know, some would say he fucking beat Fury. How many boxers are going to be beat or really, you know, put on a poor performance against a non-boxer? I mean, what was it about the sport of boxing all these years? Why has no one tapped into it and called all these great athletes out on their shit? So I gotta hand it over to you for that.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, dude, it's a bad day for the sport of boxing, for the people who are boxers, but the people who enjoy the sport of boxing and the people who run the boxing like organizations themselves, humongous day for boxing.
That's a very good point.
They don't give a fuck who wins that. But, you know,
I was looking at it from the boxer's perspective.
Yeah. So
you lose the respect.
Yeah. But again, Francis Ngannou is a fucking freak. That's number one.
Absolute moose.
But like, so the picture, man, of him on the ground and Ngannou like that, I was like, bro, that's all time right there.
Is there any amount of money that you get in the ring with Ngannou?
Bro, if I could, so I always like we've had this conversation. If I was like guaranteed,
because you can take a punch.
Yeah,
I've seen you take many. Yeah, big ass head.
But man, for Francis Ngannou, I mean, he's gonna rock me real quick. But if I could, if I didn't have to work after that, I would fight Francis Ngannou tonight.
What does that mean? I don't care if I live, but as long as I'm gonna work tomorrow, I'll find him.
He's not gonna kill me. Like
I don't know.
I think if he knocks me out, he's not gonna.
I don't know. I really don't.
I'll just bop my head just a little bit this way, wear it a little bit. Dude, that's no. Yeah, he's put me to sleep for sure. But,
you know what? Let me change my question because there's no doubt in all of our minds that he could knock you out and he could hurt you fucking bad. Do you think that if you had a clean shot, you could knock a gun out?
Fastball hurt you.
I would drop that motherfucker.
I love it. I love the confidence. You need that. You need that dog, kid.
I want to take you to one of those like Dave and Buster's or something like that, where they have the little boxing thing that comes down. You see the videos of like Dustin Poirier and McGregor punching them and breaking them? Mm-hmm. I would love to challenge you in that.
So, all right. So that's an easy clip that we're going to do. We're going to go. But the fact that you bring that up, I went on a fucking hinge date to a bowling alley that had one of those.
And you did it.
I don't know. Like, she was just like, yeah, she's like, oh my God, I need to see you punch that right now. I'm like, all right, this sounds toxic. I was like, this sounds a little toxic that she wanted to see. Right. As soon as we pass it, oh no, oh my God, you need to punch that right now. I'm like, okay. Toxic.
She was just trying to have fun.
No, she was toxic.
No,
so
she was just, I mean, I don't know who this is, but if she's watching, I feel like you were just trying to have fun that night. And I don't blame you. I would have made Mario punch too.
No, I can't.
Mario got on a bus in the city the other day. Yo, that was hilarious.
We did. So we have that clip coming to you guys. By the time this drops, that clip is probably going to be out already. But I got to meet the Naked Cowboy. I rode that tour bus through the city just for one fucking clip for Franco. But it was a good time, and I said it in our post the other day. Fucking, it's just those random moments the unexpected moments that when we go and do something and try to film some content, and like for the Naked Cowboy, to come up to us, take time out of his day, see me with ask me about my podcast sign, walk up to me and say, come on, let's promote your podcast. Let's sing a song right now. I was like, bro,
man, I was perched on top of those steps.
Yeah. You had a bird's eye.
Yeah, I had the bird's eye view, and Mario's like,
so
you gave me your backpack. I swear to God, there was bricks in that thing. I was sweating walking back to fucking Penn Station to meet you. Oh my God. I had the guys, the rappers that come, they bombarded me. There's like 12 of them. Like I had like a couple singles, which I fucking hate to give away. It's more than anything. I'd rather give them 20s because the singles I put in like that big jar.
Yeah, I was gonna say you saved your singles.
Oh man, this killed me. But they all put like the CDs in my hand, and right away I'm like, what the fuck am I gonna do with a CD? I was like, you know what? Why the fuck not? Took the singles out and gave it to him. Like,
Did you listen to the CDs yet?
no. Some of them aren't even CDs. Some of them you have to do their scans. You just scan them and it goes right to like the fucking their music. I was like,
Oh, well, yeah. Welcome to the 20.
yeah. I was like, so
First
why am I
century?
giving
Is it
you?
the
Why am I
21st
giving
century?
you? Why am I giving you $1 to scan some shit when you can just tell me your name? I can look it up on Apple Music. That's where you're sending me anyway. Is that a scam?
Yeah.
Yeah, a little bit, but you know,
I mean, we're in the city, but like
you gave him the $1.
you're not wrong. But it's a fucking scam when you think
You
about it.
you got hustled. Yeah.
I get scammed.
I got fucking robbed by those kids in the city.
Oh my god! But
You know? I'm happy we're fucking talking about this now. I haven't talked about this with anybody. We talked about it a little bit, but you were snoozing on the train ride home. You were fuck. Mario looks at me on the train ride home. He goes, "That wiped me out, bro." I'm wearing a fucking Woody costume. We walked around. So this was the plan. Real quick before we start off, our plan was we're gonna go into the city. We're gonna get a nice lunch. Actually, we're gonna get a nice brunch. We're gonna eat some good food. We're gonna walk around. We're gonna hand out all the cards. Mario's gonna walk around with a sign. We get there. Mario looks at me. He's like, "There's a Taco Bell cantina across from Times Square." We were starving. First off, Mario telling me he's like, "I got you. We'll get to Times Square." He looks at me. He's like, "I can't find it." I'm like, "How can you not find Times Square?"
I don't know, because you know what it is. You know when you know how to get somewhere from
straight. He's taking me fucking. I thought he knew like a roundabout way. I thought we were going in like somewhere cool.
That was on me. But you know when you know how to get somewhere only from somewhere, but then you go down one other route and it's not from there anymore, so your brain forgets, oh, I never seen this block from this angle. Now I don't know where the fuck I am. But yeah.
So we didn't get brunch. We got Taco Bell cantina. First of all, I felt ridiculous walking around with him in the Woody costume because I'm not dressed.
You know, it wasn't ridiculous when I was by myself after he made me take the bus by myself. I get off and people are just pointing at me while I'm walking by myself. I'm on the phone and I was like, you know, this is a lot more funny when you were with me. Now I just look like a creepy fucking guy walking around the city with my fucking bulge hanging out of my Woody costume.
And the hair hanging out.
The hair was hanging out the back. The back hair, you know, it's a problem for me.
Oh, man. No, that was a good day, though. It was fun.
It was a good
Worked
day.
out.
We are going to wrap things up here, so
let's do
I
it.
have something to close it out with. But if you want to say anything else before we, any last words, Frank?
Go Rangers.
Yes, Texas Rangers. Because if we were talking hockey, we'd say, let's get cracking, baby. Seattle Kraken, here we go, baby.
Listen, if the Rangers win tonight, congratulations. If not, we'll see you on Friday, baby.
That's right. Yo, have a safe flight. If you go, and I kind of want to end off the mini ovens. I have friends and I have family that when they take a fire pic, they text me for a good caption.
Okay.
So I think I kind of want to end the mini ovens with a good caption. So if you're flexing hard, maybe you're at the club or you're taking that picture on Instagram with your new car. Today's caption, I'm gonna use a line from Moneybag Yo. And it's warranty good. Made sure I got a full refund when I gave her back to the streets.
The fuck, dude?
That's a good one.
Listen, if you have to say that and then look up at the camera and be like, that's a good one.
It is
a good one.
Listen,
Honestly,
people text me for captions. I got fire captions. I got good captions for days.
your captions just are. I have my captions right here.
So you can't make fun of me and you have a caption thing, notepad. I have a caption notepad too.
Yeah, I mean, that's really big.
Franco's is like, if you believe it, you can achieve it. On that note, I'm fucking done with this kid tonight. Thank you for joining us on a mini oven. This one was kind of not so mini oven, but I had a blast, and we're looking forward to putting these episodes out and letting you guys get to know us on a more personal level going forward.
Yeah, man. No, this is fun. I look forward to doing this every week, and I want to thank JP, for coming in, Rob behind the camera, and everybody that makes this possible. So, we got a lot more work to do, boys. It's gonna be fun.
As Franklin would say, there's always an open seat for you at the oven.
That's it.
You're listening to the Oven Podcast. Thanks for tuning in.